Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video, and on this specific training, we're going to continue our Zapier integration training module. And more specifically, we're going to be continuing going through the Zap where we're actually monitoring our follow-up folder in PhoneBurner. So we've got this follow-up folder where we're putting contacts in there, and we may be making updates to these records over time based off of how we follow up with these contacts. And some of those updates may happen outside of a dial session. So we want to configure a Zap to monitor this folder so that anytime something gets updated here, Zapier knows about it and Zapier can tell our external systems about those changes. So let's jump back over to our Zap. So let's go ahead and do an action step. I'm going to go ahead and look for our Google Sheet because that's where we want to send our updates for our specific example in this training. So I'm going to choose Google Sheet. The event is going to be create a spreadsheet row. I'm just going to add a new row to a spreadsheet because I just want to log that an update happened on the PhoneBurner system. Of course, what you want to do is going to be completely different based off of your situation. That's all I'm doing right now is I'm just going to say, hey, anytime an update happens in my follow-up folder in PhoneBurner, I want to log that an update happened on a new row in a Google spreadsheet. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Create Spreadsheet Row. And we're going to go ahead and continue. And I'm going to connect to my Google Sheets. I've already got that logged in, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue. Now I need to start putting in the particulars. Before I go down this path, I want to jump over to our Google Sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new sheet here to start logging this information. So let's go ahead and add sheet. I'm going to name it. But what kind of information do I want to log? I might want to log the name, phone, email, notes, and maybe some custom fields, right? There might be some changes to these custom fields that I might care about. So we've got a custom field called VIN, and we've got a field called purchase date, and a field called purchase owner, and vehicle make. Some other things that I might care about, maybe like last called date, other things like that. But I think you get the idea. I'm not gonna overwhelm you with too much stuff here. So let's go ahead and jump back over to our Zap, and we're gonna go to our action step. We're gonna choose my Google Drive. Now we need to choose the spreadsheet. And I need to choose the worksheet. So we should see follow-up folder updates. And now we can start feeding the data that we've captured in step one to the data points here in our Google Sheet. So let's go here, name. So we need, we want to do first name, space, last name. We're actually going to take the two fields that come over from PhoneBurner and combine them into one field in our Google Sheet. Then we've got our phone number. So we've got phone. I can do primary phone. However, if a contact has multiple phones, we'll have to consider how we want to handle that. But in this particular case, all we care about is the primary phone for right now. Then we've got email. So you'll also notice that we have a similar thing with emails, primary email and emails as an array where there could be multiple emails. Now in our particular case, we only have one email address. So we'll just use primary email address. We could use emails, this email's email address, but if a contact has multiple emails, all of those would come over. Those are some things that you're gonna have to consider. Then we wanna grab our notes. So now we've got our custom fields. We've got our VIN, let's go ahead and grab that. So we've got custom field name, custom field VIN, grab that. We've got a purchase date. Let's go in here and do purchase date, information, make, and last call date. And let's go ahead and hit continue. And now we can test this step. We jump back over to our Google Sheet. We should see all of that information get populated into the Google Sheet. And there you go. That's how easy it is for you to start monitoring a specific folder in the PhoneBurner system so that any changes that you make to contact records in that specific folder will then trigger an update to send that record to another system via Zapier. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and happy dialing.